Ivey has used a Harlequin case for almost 40 years. The first one was back in the 1970s, written by Peter Killing. I've been involved in the last two iterations, one we did in the late 1990s and the one that we just completed this past month.
Ebooks is incredibly important for both Harlequin and the publishing industry. Publishing has gone through just a rapid transformation in the last 3 to 4 years, where digital was really a very, very small part of the publishing landscape. Now it's a huge part of the publishing landscape and disrupting a number of key components of our business and of the industry. So making sure that we have a solid foundation in the digital publishing is critical for the future of Harlequin.
I'd actually never heard about Harlequin as a company, but in listening to the presentation they gave us in the auditorium and also in having a chance to read the case, I found out that it was an extremely successful publisher of women's novels, and I found that learning about their business and their ebook business was fantastic. And I mean, that's what Ivey's all about as a program. It's about giving you the opportunity to learn about stuff you wouldn't have necessarily had a lot of knowledge about before. And once you've learned about that, applying your knowledge to solving problems in those businesses. And I think that you really can't get that experience in a lot of other places.
This time we really made it more of a big event for the HBA program by making it part of their 48-hour report project.
They received the report, they had 48 hours to report on it, worked in teams, very intense times. It's one of those Ivey things that are well known. We give them very little time to put a lot of work together. And so every team got a chance to present their work, which is very exciting because they thought a lot about what they thought would be the best way forward, and then to get a chance to share with others is very, very good.
I think the major takeaway of the case is that things aren't always as simple as they appear, in the sense that when we were doing Harlequin, it's on the surface about the ebook industry, but it's way more than that. It related to the relationship between authors and the company. It relates to the relationship between readers and the companies that both publish books as well as the authors, and to the importance of online retailers. So I think the key takeaway for me is that there's so much noise in the world of business and when you're analyzing a case, and it's all about filtering out the key facts and what you need to focus on and the important elements of any company's strategy from all the huge array of data you're going to be given at any time.
Well, coming to Ivey gives us a lot of fresh thinking on things that we're dealing with every day at work, and we're very encumbered by all the restrictions we feel, and so it's great to see minds that are not restricted and giving us a new perspective on things.
What I learned out of hearing all the 8 teams was there is a very distinct difference between being offensive and defensive in your strategy, and what we ended up picking the winning teams that had that more offensive and future-looking view of the company and the industry overall. And so the key takeaway for me was to keep that in mind rather than reacting to the market around us. How do we create the change within the market?
Every case they have takeaways from, but I think in this instance, because we had this large 48-hour report presenting to their professors and then the best of the best teams presenting to the Harlequin team, I would hope and like to think it was really the opportunity to develop their ideas, and then for the very best teams to get the feedback from the real managers in the real company about what they thought of their ideas for Harlequin's strategy. And I hope that Harlequin may have gotten a few ideas that they hadn't already had from the student teams as well.